After them we had the appearance of the mutafalsifa. The mutafalsifa were those who were in essence philosophers who returned back to the original arguments of the philosophers. And they began to use this wajib al-wujud, mumkin al-wujud. Yani possible existence and necessary existence. The same argument that we hear Muhammad Hijab using today. And so this argument of Muhammad Hijab revolves around the argument of Ibn Sina, of Al-Farabi, of Ibn Rushd, and those who use this method of argumentation. These arguments, ayyuhal ikhwa, we should understand, are not arguments that establish the belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These are not arguments that were used by the prophets and the messengers. These are not arguments that lead to tawheed and lead to belief in Allah azza wa jal. The only thing that they establish is an absolute existence.
There's no doubt that there is existence. There is no doubt that there is existence. Existence is divided into two things: possible existence and necessary existence. Possible existence is existence that otherwise doesn't need to exist.
Then because based upon his argument, which is batil argument, which has been used, which was updated by Ibn Sina, it has been used by many times by Muhammad Hijab, this argument was used to negate Allah's name's attribute. It was used against Jahm ibn Safwan to negate Allah's name's attribute. So what he did, he said Allah has no attribute except existence. Al-wujud al-mutlaq. Al-wujud al-mutlaq. What does it remind you with? Necessary existence. Muhammad Hijab, when he's debating with atheists. So wajib al-wujud, when you describe him, he said only describe him with al-wujud al-mutlaq, the pure or the absolute existence. Why? Because the argument which Muhammad Hijab himself used it is very dangerous. Barakallahu feekum. You will come to logically know that all that is possible can be categorized within 3 categories or 3 groups. Okay, so what is possible mean? ممكن الوجود. ممكن الوجود mean, this is a term, the scholars mentioned it, which is they categorize واجب الوجود and ممكن الوجود. ممكن الوجود means something can exist and cannot exist as well. It's possible to exist and possible to not exist. So he mentions here that which is possible can be possible exist can be categorized within 3 groups. The first that these activities and creations came into existence by themselves without a maker or creator. This is impossible. This is impossible and outright rejected. logic can clearly state the Sheikh is mentioning here that about the creation coming into existence by themselves. That doesn't make any sense. That goes in line with sound reasoning. It's like saying a woman gave a birth to herself. A woman gave a birth to herself. That's contradictions.
Could the universe create itself? Well, this implies that the universe was in existence and not in existence at the same time, which is an impossibility. Also, there's a crude example for you to picture in your mind. Ask yourself the question, can your mother give birth to herself?
Then when you say who create God, another God, who create another God, then you give it infinite time, that doesn't make any sense. It has to stop on someone that is self-sufficient. And when you speak about this issue, you have to make sure you distinguish between, because we accept there is actions that will take place in infinite time. Allah's actions, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? But this one we don't accept it. Infinite in causes. Creators. Creators. This creator creates this creator. This creator creates this creator. Give it infinite time, then the creation will never come into existence.
Could the universe be created by something created? Well, I would argue as an ultimate explanation for how the universe began, this is illogical and irrational. The universe could not be as a result of another universe, for example, or something else that was created because of the absurdity of an infinite regress. Imagine this universe, universe 1, being as a result of another universe, universe 2, and universe 2 being as a result of another universe, universe 3, and this one on ad infinitum, we would never have the universe today.
The last option, so there's options, Tayyib. There's option which is either this creation came without creator, that's junun. Creates itself, another junun. Or there's a creator, maker, which goes in line with the sound reasoning and natural inclination. Likewise, Lawrence Krauss, the Majnun, Lawrence Krauss Majnun. There was a debate between him and subhanAllah, I forgot the name. He was telling him that you're going around claiming that universe came from nothing, but in your book you don't say that. You mentioned something, it came from something.
So, in his book, which I really like his book, I like his style, I like his rhetoric, he wrote in his book, A Universe from Nothing, he said that nothing is nothing with italics. And essentially what he's trying to say, he's trying to change the label nothing, which in the English language is a universal negation. But he's saying nothing is actually something, which is a quantum reality. And this is quite bizarre. And that's why you have to study philosophy, because you need to make conceptual distinctions.
I always use the word, subhanAllah. When the first part of the question or the statement contradicts the last part of the statement or the question, what is the word? SubhanAllah, always mention it. Paradox. It is a paradox. Yes. It is a paradox, my brothers and sisters.